we already have had the opportunity to listen some comments about about the forest in Finland. But if you allowed, I continue with few words in any way, and then I return to the role I had when we in the European Parliament had in focus forest and also in somehow Copernicus in these connections. I would like to say that forest is a very important issue in Finland in many how could I say respect. Finland is Europe's most heavily forest country. The forests cover about 23 million hectares of the country, which is over 70% of the land of land area. It's one example to say that the forest area in Finland, it's much more than is many whole countries in the EU. This maybe describes something how big issue the forest is in or are in Finland. On the scale of Finland as a whole, there are 4.1 hectares of forest per inhabitant. We have over 16 times more forest per capita than in Europe countries on average. As you can imagine, we are taking good care of our forest. In Finland, forests have been inventoried since 1921 for 100 years this year. The National Forest Inventory is a forest and forest resource monitoring system that provides information regional and national forest resources, land use and forest ownership, forest health status, forest diversity, and forest carbon resources and their changes too. To work on the analysis of satellite images and terrain data of forest began in the late 1980s. The role of forest, especially as a global carbon sink, is receiving increasing potential political attention. We all know this very well. However, both forest carbon stocks and changes in carbon sinks are still quite poorly known, I dare to say so. Most countries lack the reliable international, national, not international, but national forest inventory system, as just explained. For instance, just in Finland, we have a realistic option remains an inventory and monitoring system based on satellite measurement. In the Parliament, like I already mentioned, I was a rapporteur in ITRE committee last year on 3 forest-related files. In every file, somehow, those files are related also to the focus of this webinar, I dare to say so. And those 4 files were: first, European Forest Strategy; and second, EU's role in protecting and restoring the world's forest; and 3, recommendations to the Commission on an EU legal framework to halt and reverse EU-driven global deforestation. In our Forest Strategy report, we raised the use of satellite services. We call to create a monitoring network for European forests to collect information at local level, such as river reforestation, temperatures, disease, natural disasters, which are linked to Copernicus Earth observation programs, and which can produce reliable forecasts in real time in order to improve sustainable forest management. We asked the Commission and the Member State to improve the accuracy of forest data and enable direct and comparable information sharing among member states. In addition, we called for the creation and implementation of the satellite monitoring system to enable the detailed monitoring of forests across the European Union to achieve improved weather alerts and impact reports and to feed into national forest inventors. We wanted to highlight in our report that forests in the EU have very different characteristics. We stressed that the need to strengthen and make full use of EU mechanisms to monitor, provide information, and tackle the pressures exerted on forest resources by the spread of invasive alien species, pests, and disease. Two other reports received forest issues from a global perspective. In those reports, we asked to develop more detailed land imaging satellites in order to monitor deforestation accurately and in real time. We mentioned that this kind of information would be a valuable tool in the fight against deforestation globally. In particular, we asked the Commission to explore the strengthened use of the Copernicus satellite system for forest monitoring and for forest fire and forest demands prevention, including monitoring and identification of the causes of fires and forest damage, deforestation, and ecosystem conversations. With these words, I would like to start. I have some comments in my head related to possibility or opportunities to utilize Copernicus services. I dare to say that I do see some new areas where it might help the forest issue. And then I also want to underline that I do see that in all circumstances we need, not in all, but in many areas, we need comparative or reference data produced by field surveys. Many times it's not enough to have information from the satellite system, but also together that information what the satellite system gives for us and combine that on reference data produced by field surveys. I think that this combination gives many times quite well added value to these challenges we face in this field. Thank you very much.